What is up, guys? This is your voice of Pierce, and today I have another discussion on The Sims 4. If you guys like news, updates, and discussions, please hit the sub button. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I also do have an affiliate link with Instant Game to bring you guys cheaper Sims facts. If you guys click the link in the description and type in Sims, you'll see a bunch of deals on The Sims 3, The Sims 4, and on console. Without further ado, let's get into the content. Okay, so I had this topic discussion that I want to talk to you guys about, and that is the occult versus realistic gameplay in The Sims 4. Now, I did a poll a month ago asking you guys if you felt like the occult gameplay was lacking in The Sims 4. I gave the options of just yes and no. 79% of you guys said yes, and 21% of you guys said no. And you guys also shared your opinions on why or why not you felt like the gameplay was lacking or it wasn't. Now, to be clear, because I know this question might sound confusing, I'm not saying that actual occult gameplay is lacking. This question is more focused on the fact that we don't have enough occult gameplay. In my personal opinion, I do feel like the occult gameplay has taken a back seat to realistic gameplay. I have noticed that the interest in occults has dipped a little bit, and realistic gameplay has become like the norm for The Sims 4. What I find interesting too is just the fact that the last occult we got was the werewolves game pack, and that was about 2 years ago. And I've also noticed there's a lot of stigma with occults being in EPs. I've seen a lot of simmers say they don't want occults in EPs, and to me I find that very confusing and a little bit bizarre, just because back in the day when I played The Sims 2, you know, we always did get new occults with some of the Sims 2 packs, also The Sims 3. I've seen a lot of people say they don't want occult gameplay mixed in with their new DLC model of giving us packs. Game packs became a thing where they would give us more gameplay, but it would be like half the cost of an EP, but just like on a smaller scale. But if I'm being honest, like, I don't really agree with that. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyways. This is why I made this video. I don't think every single occult should be in a game pack. I think some occults should be in the EPs, and it's for a number of reasons. For one, it's tradition to get like an EP and have them sprinkle in some occult stuff for the occult players. It's always been like that. It's only changed now just because, again, The Sims 4 is giving us occults within game packs. But I don't think that's fair to separate occults from realistic gameplay. Again, this whole thing about realistic gameplay being its own thing and the culture like stay over there on that side, it was never like that back in the day. Now, don't get me wrong, we've had occults in EPs like Get to Work and Island Living, and I'm not gonna lie, like, they did Aliens and Mermaids pretty dirty. Aliens was definitely lackluster. I felt like Aliens had a lot of potential. Mermaids felt like it was almost finished, but obviously that wasn't the case because Mermaids obviously still need more time in the oven. They weren't ready to go. You know, the transformations were weird. So I have noticed since those monstrosities of quote unquote occults, if we're calling them that, a lot of people have been saying, you know what, keep occults in game packs because they get fleshed out, they get more lore, they get more gameplay. Again, Vampires Werewolves is one of the perfect examples of like really good game packs. I know some people could argue that the worlds are too small that come with the occults, and even with the spellcaster stuff, and I want to say spellcasters was good too, but it did feel like it was missing something. Like, it definitely needed more time in the oven. I just felt like there was a lot of shortcuts being pulled with that pack. I don't know, like some of the animations that they do is like stuff we've seen in base game, like when a TV breaks or like something catches on fire. Like, they still do an animation to like cast the spells, but like the actual effects when it happens is stuff we've seen before. So that's where I'm kind of just like I don't know, like some of this stuff feels kind of like reuse animations. Like, spellcasters is not bad. I just felt like compared to werewolves and vampires, especially werewolves, it definitely missed its mark in a lot of areas. But for the most part, I think all three occults are really good. I've seen a lot of people say they want a fairy slash like unicorns pack, and I just don't see that working as a game pack. It just doesn't really make sense in my opinion. I don't understand why people want a fairies game pack. I feel like fairies in terms of popularity isn't as popular as the other occults. I could understand the other cults like werewolves, vampires, and spellcasters because those occults are very popular. You know, we grew up with Twilight, Vampire Diaries, Teen Wolf, Wizards of Waverly Place, Harry Potter. Like, those are very popular occults compared to like fairies and unicorns. Like, what we have, like the Winx Club. I mean, look at the Horse Ranch pack. That was something apparently a lot of simmers highly requested, right? But that horseshit pack sold really bad. It was the worst selling pack in The Sims 4 and the second last worst pack sold in the Sims franchise. Also, the fact that we didn't get unicorns with Horse Ranch made no sense to me. Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like they need to do a supernatural pack. Okay, I think a supernatural pack would make a lot of sense because they can knock out a lot of the stuff that people want from the occult side. Again, I know people want like fairies and unicorns. Like, it would be cool to see different stuff like zombies. I know some people want to do some type of Walking Dead challenge or whatever, or just some zombie apocalypse stuff. There's so many things they can do with a supernatural pack. It can obviously be an EP. They can make like a magical world, and they can update a lot of the older cults like vampires, werewolves, spellcasters, give us more lore. I think that would make a lot of sense, and then we can stop with this whole occult game pack stuff, because again, I feel like that's just too expensive. It doesn't make any sense at this point. You know, I want to go back to the traditional buying an expansion pack. You get your realistic gameplay, but then there's the occult stuff inside if you want to play with that. I don't think that should be separate, okay? Like, why do I need to pay more money for something that you easily could have put into the expansion? But yeah, please comment down below your thoughts and opinions on all this, whether or not you disagree or agree. I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with what I have to say. And I remember before when Lindsay Pearson, I think, did the interview with James Turner, could be wrong, I don't know what video it was, but I know it was her talking about this. There was a lot of controversy with whether or not they're going to do the Parenthood game pack, because apparently she was talking to another guru about like doing a family, you know, inspired type of DLC, because obviously we need it, because like, you know, the Sims 4 is lacking in a lot of areas and family gameplay is one of them. I still feel like Growing Together definitely improved that, but I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I love Growing Together. I'm still playing it to this day, but you know, but whatever, I'm getting off topic. She said there's a lot of disagreement with them doing a Parenthood pack, because they said there was a lot of different types of players in The Sims. They said that not everyone wants family gameplay, and I totally agree. There's so many different types of players who play The Sims. I feel like a lot of people think this game is only for just building or just only realistic gameplay, and that's so far from the truth, bro. There's so many different types of people who play this game, and I feel like The Sims 4 is not really representing that well as of late. You know, I don't understand how we've gone 2 years without a new occult. There's not more male clothes for our male Sims. Like, why is it so hard to dress a male Sim in this game? Why don't we have more, you know, sports and activities for our Sims to do? What about like the bro Sims? What about the occult Sims? Okay, like what about just the people who want more gameplay? It's just very weird to me how they play favoritism, and it's showing. It's showing, bro, and this is why I made this video. But I hope you guys don't feel like I'm attacking like other players who want like obviously like more realistic gameplay, more family gameplay, like other stuff added to the game. Like, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm attacking you, because I'm not. This is coming from my perspective as like a dude who plays Sims. I just noticed there's a lot of favoritism. You know, even with building has definitely become more popular than the actual gameplay with the Sims now, which is so like crazy to even like think that building is more popular than gameplay, because like obviously, you know, back in the day gameplay was like the most important thing with the Sims games. So it's just kind of like, whoa, like what? But yeah, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. I'm really interested to see like your guys' opinions. Also to the OGs, I've seen a lot of OGs from the whole anniversary video. If you guys are obviously still watching this content, if you guys have subbed to my channel, I want to know your guys' opinions on this too, because you guys have been playing The Sims since The Sims 1. So, you know, versus how it is now, like, do you guys feel like it's definitely like a change from like what we used to play? Like, I'm very curious to see your guys' opinions on the state of the game. But yeah, that's it for the discussion. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your voice of Fear Service. Stay cool, stay simming, and have a good day.